Hey, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Liz, business coach for women of color. And in today's episode, I want to talk about solving the business puzzle. When we start our businesses, we start them with the intention of wanting to grow, to hit our income goals, to eventually book out, hit, these high income goals, eventually leave our jobs. Like, we have these big dreams and goals attached to our businesses. But what ends up happening is that the business journey just really becomes a means to an end. And it becomes all about hitting those big income goals. And then we don't focus at all on enjoying the process and being present with the process. And ironically, if you cannot find peace in the process, you will not hit those goals that you are striving to hit. And an experience that recently reminded me of this journey is I recently got into puzzles. So I started this 1,000 piece puzzle. I've never been that big on puzzles to begin with, and the ones that I have finished have never been 1,000 pieces. But I decided, I wanted to do something different, get off my phone, do something with my hands, and just experience something that I don't usually do. So that's why I decided to get started. And when I was working on it, at one point I was talking with one of my best friends, and I was telling him about how I was working on this puzzle and how I was frustrated because I couldn't find the pieces that I was looking for. And just matter-of-factly, he was like, well, what are you talking about? Like, it's a puzzle. And I tried to tell him, but it's a 1,000 piece puzzle. It's not just like any other puzzle. And he was just so like, no, it's literally just a puzzle, Liz. Like, you find the pieces when you find them, and that's it. And it was just amazing to me how he literally just thought about it as, it's just a puzzle. Like, it's just a 1,000 piece puzzle. Like, how many 1,000 piece puzzles have you seen just chilling somewhere completely unfinished? Like, it's quite normal for people to give up on these large puzzles. So I couldn't comprehend what he was trying to tell me, because in my head it was, I'm doing this puzzle to finish this puzzle. And it's a lot of freaking pieces, and it's mad effort. So, I would work on the puzzle gradually here and there, and I went about it in my very much Capricorn fashion, very methodical. I was like, all right, I'm going to focus on the border first and get those pieces because they're clearly going to have that edge, so that's easy. And then I'm going to separate them by colors, and then I'm just going to work through it based off of the color. And I even had them separated into little baggies. Like, I had a plan of attack for this puzzle. And I was still finding myself getting frustrated by it. Like, I had this plan of attack, but it wasn't going fast enough. And it felt like when I couldn't find the right pieces that I needed, it would get frustrating. But then I realized, you know what? Why do I need to finish this puzzle? Like, the point of it was not to just finish it. The point of it was to have some quiet time off my phone, to do something with my hands. Like, that doesn't mean I have to finish it, but in this capitalist society, we're so focused on the end goal, like doing the productive thing, finishing the thing, doing the thing for this particular reason to achieve this particular outcome. No one cares about the process or why the process in and of itself is beneficial. So I was like, you know what? There's no urgency here. Like, why do I could feel the sense of urgency with wanting to finish the puzzle, which was causing the frustration for me. So then I decided, you know what? I'm going to approach this puzzle as if the only reason why I'm doing it is not necessarily to finish, but just to experience it and to just have fun with it and see what happens. And so I did. I emptied out all my baggies. I mixed everything up. I just went through it, literally piece by piece, trying to find it. And when I was thinking about it, I was like, I'm never going to finish this thing. It's going to take absolutely forever. But then I would start to find pieces, and I would be so excited because I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I found the piece. And I wasn't even going about it in a methodical way. I just literally just happened to find this piece. Like, I happened to look at a piece and think, I wonder if this fits. and I would stick it in the slot and it would fit. And I would literally feel the excitement in me like, oh, I can't believe I found a piece. And I would keep going. And some days I would find no pieces that fit. Other days I'd find one. And then other days I would find a bunch in a row that would fit. Like every day was different. But each time I just sat with the puzzle, I'd pop in a podcast and just go through the pieces one by one. Like I've probably felt these same individual 1,000 pieces of puzzle at least like 20 times at this point. But the puzzle has started to fill in. Like if you follow me on Instagram, you've probably seen a little bit, but it has started to fill itself in. And I get excited thinking about how the picture is slowly developing. And this is the longest amount of time I've ever spent with a puzzle, especially with a 1,000 piece puzzle. The longest time I've ever spent. Is the puzzle even halfway done? No. But I dare say it's at least a fifth of the way done, and that to me is progress. It's been a really enjoyable experience, and it reminded me so much of business and of my business journey. In the very beginning stages of my business, I was in research mode. I was like devouring all the YouTube content and devouring all the books and watching all the content I could on Instagram, trying to find all the information to fill in the border. And then I would continue to dig into courses and programs, trying to, methodically put things into categories and work through things step by step. But I found that process to be incredibly frustrating. I was approaching my business journey as, I'm just going through this to get to the end goal. I wasn't paying attention to my actual experience in this journey. And it wasn't until I finally just acknowledge that I was attaching this urgency to it and then really starting to unpack that and figure out ways to become more present in the process. That was when I started to have more fun. That was when I started to be more at peace and to really grow into the aspects of my business journey that I really enjoy experiencing on a daily basis. And then when I do experience those wins of signing clients or hitting goals, I celebrate the hell out of it because it's awesome and it's cool, but I also have fun experiencing just being present in the journey. Because if we make our journeys all about getting booked out, hitting 6 figures, then 1 million, then multiple, all this craziness, right? If we make it all about this capitalist-centered goals, we miss out on the joy of the experience. And it becomes a hamster wheel because as soon as you hit one goal, you're already on to the next one. So, ironically, if you make it your journey all about just hitting the next goal, it will frustrate you to the point where you will not make it. But if you make it about your journey, then you will literally surprise yourself with how far you get, how much you learn, and how much you grow, and how much the puzzle starts to fill itself in without you being so urgent about it right now in this moment. This work is not easy. It is not easy, not by a long shot. But if you can start to lean into it a bit more, to start practicing ways to be more present with your experience, to find ways to immerse yourself in the things that light you up about your business, then you will literally surprise yourself with how far you can get and the goals that you can accomplish. And you'll surprise yourself with how much you can feel at home in the identity of being in process. Just being in process and enjoying that experience. So, if you need help relaxing into this identity of being in process, that you can actually start to enjoy the process of building your business instead of just being hyper fixated on the end goal, then I can help you. I have spots open in one-on-one coaching. You can use the link in the description box to book an interest call. We'll chat, we'll see if it's a good fit, and we'll have you on your way for the rest of the year. Take care.